Hello story lovers, welcome to another episode of NBN Wheel of Tales. Tonight, the wind spins us to a brave and legendary country, South Africa. In the early 19th century, the British Empire's grip on the Cape Colony in South Africa tightened, imposing its language, laws and institutions on the Dutch-speaking Boers, also called Afrikaners. The Boers, descendants of Dutch settlers, had grown increasingly frustrated with British rule, which they saw as oppressive and restrictive. One such Boer family, the Pretorius, lived on a farm near Cape Town. Gert Pretorius, a rugged and determined man, had built a thriving farm with his wife, Anna, and their children. However, the British government's abolition of slavery and the imposition of English language and culture eroded their way of life. Gert and Anna's eldest son, Andries, had grown restless, hearing tales of a vast untamed land beyond the Orange River, where the British had no sway. The idea of freedom and self-determination beckoned, and Andries convinced his father to join the growing exodus of Boers in the interior. The Pretorius family packed their belongings, said goodbye to friends and neighbors. They set off on the perilous journey. They joined a large group of Voetrekkers, led by charismatic leader Piet Retief and Gerrit Maritz. Together, they braved treacherous terrains, hostile wildlife, and rival African tribes. As they trekked deeper into the interiors, the Boers encountered the majestic Drakensberg, mountains, and rolling grasslands. They established temporary settlements, built wagons, and hunted for food. The Pretorius family faced many challenges, including disease, harsh weather, and conflicts with local tribes. Despite these hardships, the Boers persevered. Driven by their desire for independence and a better life, they formed their own government, drafted a constitution, and established the Natalia Republic, now called KwaZulu-Natal in present day. However, the British were determined to assert their control over the region. Tensions escalated, and the Boers faced threats from both the British and the Zulu kingdom. The Pretorius family and their fellow Voetrekkers fought bravely, but ultimately the British annexed the Natalia Republic. The Boer continued their quest for freedom. They established two new republics, the Orange Free State and the South African Republic, which eventually became the heartland of Afrikaner culture and identity. Do you have a tale you would love to explore in our next episode? Let us know in the comments, and remember to subscribe, like, and share this video with family and friends.